story of Britain's defences begins in 1066, when William the Conqueror's Norman army landed in Sussex and defeated King Harold at Hastings. This was the last time a foreign army successfully invaded and conquered England, a moment immortalised in the Bayeux Tapestry. For nearly 1,000 years since, no invader has repeated William's feat. This unbroken record is central to British identity, a testament to resilience and geography. The English Channel, unpredictable weather, and formidable defenders have always made Britain a daunting target. William's conquest was a perfect storm, a massive fleet, exhausted defenders, and rare favourable winds. Since then, the challenges of invasion have only grown, logistics, risk, and complexity multiplying with each century. The story of 1066 is not just about conquest, it's the beginning of Britain as a fortress. Every would-be invader since has faced the same daunting obstacles, natural and man-made. Understanding why William succeeded helps explain why no one else has. The Channel, the weather, and the defenders have only become more formidable. Britain's history is not just about who conquered, but why no one else could. This is the story of an island that became an impregnable stronghold. History is filled with failed invasions, none more famous than the Spanish Armada of 1588. King Philip II of Spain sent a massive fleet to overthrow Queen Elizabeth I, but English ships and fierce storms scattered the Armada. The Protestant wind and agile English tactics turned a superpowers plan into disaster. Centuries later, Napoleon Bonaparte assembled an army to invade Britain, declaring, "Let us be masters of the Channel for 6 hours, and we are masters of the world." But the Royal Navy, led by Admiral Nelson, crushed the French and Spanish fleets at Trafalgar in 1805. Napoleon's army never crossed the Channel. His dream of conquest died on the French coast. The English Channel, guarded by the Royal Navy, proved an unbeatable barrier. Every invader from Spain to France found their ambitions wrecked by British seamanship and the unpredictable sea. The lesson was clear: Britain's defences begin with the water that surrounds it. The Channel is not just a moat, it's a graveyard for invasion plans. Naval mastery and geography have always worked hand in hand. The ghosts of failed invasions haunt the shores, warning off future challenges. Britain's survival is no accident. It's the result of relentless defence and natural advantage. The island's story is one of defiance, not defeat. Britain's greatest defence is water, the English Channel. At just 21 miles wide at its narrowest, it's a treacherous, unpredictable barrier. Fierce winds, sudden fog, and powerful tides make crossing perilous for any fleet. Amphibious invasions are among the most complex military operations, and the Channel magnifies every risk. The weather that doomed the Armada and frustrated Napoleon still protects Britain today. The Channel funnels invaders into predictable paths, making surprise impossible. Modern surveillance ensures any fleet is spotted long before it lands. Even the D-Day landings with overwhelming Allied power faced immense difficulty and casualties. For any enemy, crossing the Channel is a logistical nightmare and a death trap. The moat remains as deadly as ever. Imagine a 21st century enemy trying to invade the UK. Assembling a fleet in secret is impossible. Satellites and intelligence would spot preparations instantly. The Channel becomes a kill zone, with the UK's defences fully activated. Royal Navy submarines, destroyers and frigates would attack from below and above. RAF Typhoons and F-35s would strike from the air, targeting ships and enemy aircraft. Land-based missiles and artillery would cover the beaches. Any landing craft that survived would face overwhelming firepower on the shore. Establishing a beachhead would be virtually impossible. The invasion would be crushed before it began. Britain's layered defences, sea, air and land, make a modern invasion suicidal. The Channel is a trap, not a gateway. The fortress stands unbroken. The Royal Navy has been Britain's shield for centuries. Today it's smaller but more advanced than ever, designed to control the seas and deter threats. Type 45 destroyers create a protective bubble, tracking and shooting down threats before they get close. Type 23 and 26 frigates hunt enemy submarines, keeping the depths secure. Astute-class submarines, armed with Tomahawk missiles, strike targets far inland and hunt enemy ships in silence. The psychological impact of these unseen hunters is a powerful deterrent. The Navy's 2 aircraft carriers, HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales, project air power globally. Each carrier deploys F-35B stealth jets, dominating the skies over sea and land. In defense, these floating air bases would make any approach to Britain a nightmare for invaders. The Royal Navy's reach and technology make the Channel impassable. Any hostile fleet would be destroyed long before reaching British shores. The sea remains Britain's first and strongest line of defence. The Royal Air Force is Britain's guardian in the sky. Its defining moment came in 1940, when a handful of pilots repelled the Luftwaffe in the Battle of Britain. Control of the air remains essential. Without it, invasion is impossible. Today, Eurofighter Typhoons and F-35B Lightnings form the backbone of UK air defence. Typhoons are on constant alert, ready to intercept threats within minutes. F-35s with stealth and advanced sensors strike unseen and share battlefield intelligence. Airborne early warning aircraft like the E-7 Wedgetail coordinate the aerial battle, detecting threats far beyond the horizon. Air-to-air refueling extends patrols, keeping fighters in the sky longer. Any invading air force would face crippling losses before reaching British soil. The RAF's integrated network forms an impenetrable shield. The skies over Britain are locked down, day and night. Beyond conventional forces, Britain's ultimate security is its nuclear deterrent. 4 Vanguard-class submarines, each armed with Trident missiles, ensure at least one is always hidden at sea. This continuous at-sea deterrence means Britain can retaliate even after a surprise attack. The destructive power of a single submarine is enough to devastate any nation. The purpose is not to use these weapons, but to prevent war through deterrence. Mutually assured destruction makes total conquest unthinkable. Even if an enemy somehow overran the UK, a submarine would remain, ready to strike back. The Prime Minister's letter of last resort ensures the enemy can never be sure of Britain's response. The cost of invasion is always too high. Nuclear deterrence is the final, unbreakable shield. Total victory over Britain is impossible. Britain is not alone. It's a founding member of NATO, the world's most powerful military alliance. Article 5 guarantees that an attack on one member is an attack on all. Any invasion of the UK would trigger a global response from 32 nations, including the United States, France, and Germany. NATO's combined military might is overwhelming. No aggressor could hope to win. The alliance is not just a promise. It's a living, integrated force, with joint exercises and forward-deployed troops. Reinforcements would arrive within hours, not weeks. The risk for any attacker is immediate, massive retaliation. Invading Britain means war with the world's strongest democracies. NATO multiplies the UK's defences, raising the stakes to impossible heights. The alliance is a shield as real as the Channel or the Royal Navy. Any attack on Britain is an act of global suicide. The prospect of invasion is not just unlikely, it's unthinkable. Britain's security is collective, not just national. The era of grand invasion fleets is over. Geography, advanced military power, nuclear deterrence and alliances have made the UK a fortress. The Channel, the Royal Navy, the RAF and NATO ensure that conventional invasion is impossible. The ghosts of the Armada, Napoleon and Hitler can finally rest. But new threats have emerged: cyber attacks, disinformation and economic warfare. The battlefields of the 21st century are digital and psychological, not just physical. Britain must now defend its networks, infrastructure and democracy. The story of defence continues, evolving with each new threat. The fortress must be secured with firewalls and resilience, not just steel and stone. The challenge is constant vigilance and adaptation. The long history of defending this island is far from over. A new chapter has begun, one where security depends on both technology and the will of its people.